I'm Kimberly Davidson in Kelowna. The central Okanagan city has about 153,000 people. It's known for its vineyards, wine industry, beach life, and the Ogopogo, the legendary monster of Okanagan Lake. It is also one of Canada's fastest growing municipalities. CBC hit the streets of Kelowna to ask what matters to you ahead of this federal election. Once Upon a Child and Plato's Closet are side-by-side thrift stores in Kelowna. Bob Henderson is co-owner of both of these stores, and ahead of this federal election, he says the future success of these businesses is what's on his mind.
Yeah, I mean, certainly just kind of managing costs is huge. I think small businesses are struggling with kind of shrinking margins as a result of increasing costs is one big one. You know, it's competitive. You know, it's pretty razor thin. You need to be creative in how to make things work. So yeah, it's a whole bunch of things. But again, lots of opportunity for businesses as well.
The Uptown Rutland Business Association represents over 220 businesses in that neighborhood, advocating on their behalf. Karen Beaubier is the executive director of URBA and has some specific hopes for policy change ahead of the election.
I think reducing red tape and helping small businesses with their tax filing systems and making it less complicated would be a huge deal. Reducing EI premiums on small business owners would be extremely helpful. And then helping cut that business tax rate that's at currently 9% and reducing it even down to zero. Any reduction would be extremely helpful. It would help our small businesses reinvest those funds saved into their own businesses again to plan growth and opportunity, and maybe even make those employees' paychecks a little larger.
In Kelowna's downtown core, we find more residents with concerns on their minds right now.
Daycare is very, very, very hard to find. 3 years waiting list. Still, I didn't get for my son. He's 2 years in the house, staying home. So we are hoping to find for next year or something.
I would say number one is definitely inflation and housing costs. I think are definitely up there. I mean, it's becoming harder and harder for a guy or a gal to afford to live nowadays, and when housing costs are up there as well, it doesn't help at all.
There are 4 candidates running in the Kelowna riding, and early indications are that voters are invested in this election. Elections Canada estimates 7.3 million Canadians have already voted in advance polls, which is a record number. Kimberly Davidson, CBC News, Kelowna.